Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Francesca and today we'll be guiding you in this class. We focus on back bend and shoulder flexibility. When you're ready, let's start in a comfortable laying position, taking a moment here to arrive on the mat and bring one hand on the heart and one on your belly, closing the eyes. As you take this moment to bring your attention to the breathing, start to relax the shoulders, the back, noticing how your body gets more and more in touch with the mat. Keeping your eyes closed for one last deep breath. And then when you're ready, open your eyes and guide the heels a little bit closer to the glutes. Tuck your pelvis under and lift the glutes off the ground, come into a glute bridge. Pausing here as you focus on activating through the glutes. Activating the core as well as you lift a little bit higher at every inhale. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Using the breath to stay here a little bit longer and to create more connection with your body. Staying here for 2 more deep breaths. Breathe in and out through the nose for 1. And as you exhale, start to lower the glutes back down on the ground. Then hug both knees to the chest, gently swinging up and down the mat a few times, giving a nice massage to your back. And when you're ready, let's come into a seated position. Keep the feet down on the ground, place the hands behind the back with the fingers pointing towards the end of the mat. Then lift the chest a little bit high, shifting the gaze up or back. And you can stay here. If you want, you can scoop the glutes a little bit closer to the heels, as you elevate the chest a little bit higher, focusing on lengthening through your shoulders. Constant and steady breathing. Opening through the chest as you keep pushing the ground away as you elevate the chest a little bit higher. And as you exhale, start to release, coming out of the pose, preparing to make your way into a tabletop position. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers wide, grouping off the mat, and start to draw some circle here, activating through the wrist as you warm up the wrist. Deep breath in and out through the nose. As you exhale, reverse the direction. And then release, returning back to the center. Take a deep breath in through the nose, look up, lengthen. And then as you exhale, round, sending the gaze towards the navel. Again, open through the chest, look up, take a deep breath in through the nose, arch. Exhale, round. And keep doing this movement at your own pace, focusing on creating space in the upper back, in between the shoulders, on releasing any tension from your spine. As you start to link each movement with the breathing. Then tuck your toes and come to sit on the heels, taking a moment here. Cross the fingers and rotate the palms towards the ceiling, go bend through the chest, look up, lengthen, arch. And then as you exhale, round, send the gaze towards the navel. Again, open through the chest, lengthen, take a deep breath in through the nose, creating more space. And as you exhale, round. Again, arms up, look up, arch. Exhale, round. And on the last one, open through the chest, lengthen, take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, round. Then release, hands come back on the ground. Keep your toes stacked, lift the knees and send the hips up and back, coming to a down dog. And for your first down dog, start to see if you want to pedal through the legs, doing any movement that your body needs in this moment. Ground yourself here as you push the ground away. Constant and steady breathing. Starting to bend and extend the legs as you lengthen through the spine. And start to walk with the hands towards your feet. Start to make a way into a forward fold at the end of the mat. Once you get there, soften through the knees, hands on the ground, allowing the head to be heavy. Gently swinging side to side. Then cross the hands behind the back, keep the palms together and start to push with the hands over the head. As you lengthen through the shoulders. Keep bending through the knees, guiding the forehead towards the knees. Lengthening through the spine. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Then as you exhale, release the hands down on the ground, walk forward, coming back into that down dog. Hips up and back, deep breath in and out through the nose. Run through the spine, shifting the weight forward, coming into plank. Bend the knees as you open through the chest, look up, arch, and as you exhale, hips up and back. And keep repeating these waves, rounding as you come forward, open the chest, coming back. You can go at your own pace, really articulating through the spine as you create space in the upper back, warming up through the spine, holding onto the balance. And as you exhale, release the knees down on the ground, open through the chest, lengthen, arch, and as you exhale, lower the forehead down on the mat for an extended puppy pose. Keep the hips in line with the knees as you focus on opening through the chest. Using the breath to create space, so every time you inhale, look for this space, and as you exhale, gently push with the chest closer to the ground. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Holding here for one last deep breath. And then as you exhale, start to slide forward as you lower the belly down on the mat, making your way into a Sphinx pose. Draw the shoulder blades together, activating through the glutes. Elevating the shoulder a little bit more, opening through the chest. Option to close the eyes as you keep holding here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, tuck your toes. Lift the body off the ground, making your way into a dolphin pose. So start to walk with the feet closer to the shoulder. Be mindful that the closer you come with the feet to the elbows, the more you feel on the shoulder. And wherever you are, keep pushing the ground away as you lift the head a little bit more far away from the ground. Trying to focus on activating the shoulder, but at the same time lengthening through the back of your legs. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Staying here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, release the knees down on the ground, making your way for a moment to a child's pose as you lower the forehead down, taking a moment here to rest and reconnect with the breathing. When you're ready, start to make your way back into down dog, sending the hips up and back, deep breath in and out through the nose. And lift the right leg up for a 3-leg down dog. Shift the gaze forward, step forward, right foot in between the hands, lower the back knee down, bring the arms over the head, come into a low lunge. Cross the fingers, point the index up as you open through the chest and lengthen. And use the breath here to create space. Then as you exhale, round through the spine, shift the gaze towards the navel, and as you now arms up, look up. Again, rounding. Then open the chest or reaching over with the hands. And keep doing this movement, creating space in the shoulder, in your upper back, as you release any unwanted tension. As you exhale, straighten the right leg. Lower the both hands down on the ground, framing the right foot. Come into a half split. Guiding the belly to the thigh as you keep the right leg engaged and extended. Keep lengthening from the crown of the head, staying here for one more deep breath. And as you exhale, bend the right leg. Tuck your left toe, lift the knee off the ground, and step forward at the top of the mat, halfway lift, open through the chest, lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, forward fold. Unroll the spine, resting up over vertebra after the other one, guide the arms over the head. Take a deep breath in through the nose, gentle back bend. Exhale, release Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up, lengthen, arch. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift as you open through the chest, arch. Hands down on the mat, stepping back with the left foot, drop the back knee down on the mat, making your way back into that low lunge. Taking a moment maybe to go a little bit deeper than before in this heart opening. And as you exhale, release. Bring the right hand on top of the right leg, hold on to the left foot to guide the heel to the glute for a quad stretch. Opening through the chest, keep holding here as you keep gently pushing forward with the hips, guiding the heel to the glute, lengthening through your psoas, through your quad, deep breath in and out through the nose. And when you exhale, release. Frame the right foot with both hands and step back to plank. Lower the knees down on the mat, chest and chin. As you inhale, open through the chest. When you exhale, lower the forehead down on the mat. Hands on the edge of the mat, open through the chest, lengthen, arch. And as you exhale, lower the head down. Again, opening through the chest and rolling through the spine, keeping the head heavy. Arch. Exhale, lower head down. And keep repeating this cobra wave, focusing on opening through the chest. Releasing any tension in your upper back, creating mobility and openness. Then as you exhale, lower the head down on the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes and lift yourself back into a down dog. Take a moment here as you lengthen through your spine. Then lift the left leg up, 3-leg down dog. Then as you exhale, step forward the left foot in between the hands, lowering the back knee down. Reaching up with the arms, come into a low lunge. Cross the fingers, point the index up as you open through the chest, keeping the gaze forward, or you can follow the hands with the gaze. Going a little bit deeper. Then as you exhale, round through the spine as the inhale, open through the chest. Again, round, reaching forward with the hands. Inhale, arch. And keep doing this movement as you create space in the upper back, in the shoulders. Then as you exhale, extend the left leg, come into an active half split. Otherwise, you can release the hands down on the mat, guiding the belly to the thighs. Lengthening through the spine and keeping the left leg active, deep breath in and out through the nose. Keep guiding the belly to the thigh. And as you exhale, release. Tuck your right toe and step forward, halfway lift at the top of the mat, lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, forward fold. Unroll the spine, rising up, guiding the arms over the head. Take a deep breath in through the nose, lengthen. And as you exhale, release Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up, deep breath in, lengthen. And as you exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, open through the chest, arch. Hands down on the mat, step back with the right foot, lowering the back knee down on the mat and reach up with the arms, coming back into that low lunge. Take a moment here as you open through the chest, reaching high and back with the hands. And as you exhale, place the left hand on the left thigh. Bend the right leg and hold on to the foot as you guide the heel to the glute for a quad stretch. Focusing on lowering the hips down, on creating space. Being always mindful where you are in your practice. It doesn't matter how deep you go, but just focusing on how this feels in your body. Using the breath to go a little bit deeper as you stay here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, release, frame the left foot with both hands and step back to plank. Lower the knees, chest and chin down on the ground. Take a moment here to move the hips side to side as you release any tension from the lower back. And again, we're going to open the hands out to the side and start to do the cobra waves again. Keeping the head heavy. Lifting the head up a last as you articulate through the spine, open through the chest, lengthen, look up. And as you exhale, lower down. Again, opening through the chest, lengthen, maybe going a little bit deeper as you lift. And as you exhale, lower down on the mat. Hands underneath the shoulder, tuck your toes, and lift yourself up, back into a down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, we're going to lower the knees down on the ground and make your way to sit on the heels for a moment as you close the eyes. Taking this moment to reconnect with the breathing. Then we're going to lift the glutes off the mat, preparing for camel pose. Place the hands on the hips. Draw the shoulder blades together, elbows together as you lift the head up, shifting the gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep activating the glutes, pushing forward as you elevate the chest higher. You could stay here, you can find your heels, either keeping the toes untucked or tucking them. Any option completely fine, and keep holding. Doing long deep breath in and out through the nose. As you elevate the chest a little bit higher. Staying here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, release, making your way into a child's pose as you close the eyes and relax the shoulders down. Taking a moment here in stillness to reconnect with the breathing, with your own practice. Taking this moment to release any tension from your lower back, from your upper back. And start to take a long deep breath in and out through the nose as you come back to your intention. To come back to the breathing. I'm going to stay here for one last deep breath. And then slowly start to make your way back up into a down dog, sending the hips up and back. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Shift the gaze forward to the top of the mat, step or jump, feet in between the hands, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold. Unroll the spine, rising up on vertebra after the other one, guide the arms over the head, take a deep breath in through the nose, lengthen. And as you exhale, release Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a moment here as you activate the feet and roll the shoulders back. Then open your eyes, bend the legs and reach up with the arms, making your way into Utkatasana chair pose. Coming to sit a little bit lower on the heels. And shift the weight on the right leg as you wrap the left leg on top. Extend the right arm forward, the left arm underneath as you find the opposite hands for eagle bind. You can even find your opposite shoulders and come to sit a little bit lower once you have your bind on the legs and arms. Keep the gaze a little bit forward. Deep breath in and out through the nose. And Keeping the arms exactly as they are, lift the left leg up and extend it back, making way into a warrior 3. Keep holding onto the balance, deep breath in and out through the nose. And as you exhale, take a big step back, making way into a warrior 2. Gaze follows the right hand. Now rotate the right palm towards the ceiling as you bring the arm over the head for reverse warrior, lengthening the side of the body. And as you exhale, rise back up, extend both legs for Trikonasana, right hand on the right leg, left arm up. Keep opening through the shoulders as you lengthen the side of the body. Then shift the gaze towards the top of the mat and step forward for half moon as you lift the left leg up. Option to stay here, otherwise you can bend the left leg, guiding the heel to the glute, finding your Chapasana bind. Holding onto the balance as you start to kick up and away with the foot, opening through the hip. Staying here for one last time. And as you exhale, start to rise up into a denser pose, and it doesn't matter if you lose the balance as you do it, find it again. Then as you exhale, release, take a big step back with the left foot, left hand down on the ground, right arm up, look up, lengthen, twist. Lowering the hips a little bit more towards the ground. And as you exhale, frame the right foot with both hands, transition into a 3-leg down dog, reach the right leg up, lengthen. Then bend the right leg and step with the right foot over the left leg, making way into wild thing as you reach up with the glutes open through the chest, lengthen. Sending the gaze towards the right hand. Deep breath in and out through the nose as you elevate the chest a little bit higher. Now make your way back into that 3-leg down dog, lift that right leg up, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, guide the shin close to the ground, forward, making way into a pigeon pose. Arch as you open through the chest, lengthen, take a deep breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, lower the forearm down, the head down. As you close your eyes, slow the heartbeat down, slow the breathing down. Sending the breath in the part of the body that needs it the most. As you soften through the breathing again. Taking this moment here in stillness to reconnect. Start to rise back up. Hands on the ground. Tuck your left toe, lift the knee off the mat and make your way into a 3-leg down dog as you reach the right leg back up. As you exhale, step forward, right foot in between the hands. Shift the way forward, making your way into a standing split, left leg up. And as you exhale, release left foot next to the right, halfway lift, length. Exhale, fold Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the legs and bring the arms over the head, making your way back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Then shift the weight on the left leg as you wrap the right leg on top. Extend the left arm forward, right arm underneath, and find your bind here for eagle legs and eagle arms. Coming to sit a little bit lower as you ground. Then lift the right leg up, take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, shoot the leg back, coming into a warrior 3 with the eagle bind. Embracing any wobbles as you keep the gaze to a steady point. As you exhale, step back for warrior 2, keeping the gaze towards the left hand, take a deep breath in through the nose. Staying here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, rotate the left palm towards the ceiling, make your way into a reverse warrior, lengthening the side of the body as you keep bending through that front leg. Deep breath in and out through the nose. And then rise back up, guiding the leg a little bit closer, reaching for the left hand on the left leg, right arm up for Trikonasana, lengthening the side of the body as you keep the shoulder open. Shift the gaze towards the top of the mat and step into half moon. Keeping the right leg lifted and extended, this is option 1. Option 2, bend the right leg, getting the heel to the glute, and hold on to the ankle. Opening through the chest as you keep kicking up and away. And with control, start to make your way into that dancer pose. If you lose the balance, don't worry, just try again. As you keep kicking away with your right foot, keeping the gaze to steady point, stay here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, step back with the right foot, lower the right hand on the mat. Left arm up, look up, lengthen. Place both hands down on the ground, lift the left leg up for a 3-leg down dog. And as you exhale, lower the left shin down on the ground at the top of the mat for pigeon pose. Take a moment here as you elevate the chest higher, as you open through the chest, lengthen. When you exhale, lower the forehead down on the mat, making your way into a more relaxing version of pigeon. Take a moment here in stillness as you close your eyes. As you take this moment to ground yourself. Constant and steady breathing. Deep breath in and out through the nose. And as you exhale, prepare to rise back up. Tuck your right toe and make your way back into that 3-leg down dog, lengthening from the left leg. As you exhale, step forward and lift the right leg up for a standing split. We've been here before on the other side. And when you exhale, release right foot next to the left, halfway lift, open through the chest, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep a moment here, then bend through the legs and reach back up with the arms. Make your way back into Utkatasana. And as you exhale, release Tadasana, mountain pose. Closing the eyes for a moment, take a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep sigh through the mouth as you slow the heartbeat down. Slow the breathing down. Taking one moment in stillness. Then open your eyes and widen the feet, bringing them at the same width of the mat. Bend the legs as you make your way into Malasana Yogi Squat, hands down on the mat, and start to move the knees side to side for a moment as you warm up through the hips before finding stillness here. Then bring the hands into a prayer position, using the elbows to widen the knees as you're elongating through the spine, lengthening from the crown of the head. And we're going to place the hands behind the back, left hand on the ground as you reach over the head with the right arm as you open through the chest, lengthen. And as you exhale, release, and let's go to the other side. So this time, right hand on the mat, lift the glutes off the ground, reaching over the head with the left arm. So we're going to transition between Malasana and Wild Thing from one side to the other. Try to create always more space in the shoulder, more space in the chest. Perhaps staying here as you keep doing this movement, or maybe preparing to make a way into wheel as you drop the hand down on the ground. And you can repeat this as many times as you want, so every time you repeat it, you can create a little bit more space. And whenever you're ready to enter wheel, you can enter wheel, lowering both hands down on the ground, and as you create space. And if wheel is still not accessible, keep moving side to side, repeating exactly what we were doing right now. Deep breath in and out through the nose. And as you exhale, let's all meet into a seated position. Feet down on the mat, hands on the knees, open through the chest, and as you exhale, start to lower down one vertebra after the other one. Lowering the spine down on the mat as you hug the knees to the chest, gently swinging side to side as you give a nice massage to your spine, to your back. Keeping your eyes closed, deep breath in and out through the nose. Now we're going to drop the knees towards the left side as you extend the right arm out and long, lengthening through the spine and releasing any tension. As you take this moment here to arrive and to lengthen. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Staying here for one last deep breath. And then slowly make your way back to the center, hug both knees to the chest, bringing the spine back into a neutral position. And when you exhale, drop the knees to the right side as you extend the left arm out and long. Sending the gaze towards the left hand, take a deep breath in and out through the nose. Allowing your spine to lengthen as you slow the breathing down, slowing the heartbeat down. Taking this moment to ground yourself a little bit more. And as you exhale back to the center, this time lower the feet down on the ground, allowing the knees to fall towards each other, bringing the spine back into a neutral position. Starting to close your eyes, starting to notice any sensation in the body. And we're going to stay here for a few minutes as we give the time to your body to take all the benefits of the practice. And if you would like to extend both legs out and long, you can also change your Shavasana position and enter in that version. Wherever you are, close your eyes and let go of any control of the breathing. starting to notice any sensation in the body and just taking this moment here to observe. Letting go of any thoughts about what the past, about what's to come, but just being here present in the moment, within your body. Just letting go. And you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, please make sure to leave me a thumbs up, a comment, and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon on the mat.